Welcome to the Fantasy Show, the Commission Anderson Show. Commish, good to have you back. I missed you.
Good to be here.
Tim filled in valiantly, might I add. But nonetheless, it is good to have you back. And let's get started right away with our next matchup. Our first matchup of the week, the Little Caesar versus Killer Bees. These are two 2-1 teams. I know you got some analysis on Tim. I think you think he might have spoke a little bit early. What do you think?
I think Tim might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew here early. Yes, he got off to a good start, but as I look at his roster, Dougie, I don't like what I'm seeing. I see Tom Brady, and then that's it. And I think that he may owe a group apology for what he's and how he's treated some of the other GMs.
Well, let's get started right away with it. The quarterback's Tom Brady at Baltimore, and then the Bees has Phillip Rivers versus Pittsburgh. I really don't think either one of these are great matchups. No. In the end, who do you give the edge to?
I'm going to go Tom Brady.
Okay.
I know he's got struggle with the leg and doesn't really seem to have his mojo back, but I have a hard time not saying Tom Brady.
Yeah. I would probably go with Tom Brady as well, but not by much. I think both quarterbacks struggled to get 15 this week. And I'll say Brady gets 15, Rivers gets 13, so I'll give the edge to Tom. Running backs, we'll start with Tom's side. He's got Julius Jones and Steven Jackson. I'll be honest with you, I really like Julius Jones' matchup against Indianapolis. I don't think Indianapolis' front group is that great. I know they did pretty well last week. Nonetheless, Julius Jones likes to run around the corner, and I don't think they can protect that very well.
I agree. I agree with you. I really do like Julius Jones this week as well.
Steven Jackson, I'm a little bit worried about. You know what? When you look at the San Francisco 49ers defense, Singletary's doing a great job. And they're only giving can't win with them, yes. They're only giving up 66 yards a game, and they held Adrian Peterson. They held Adrian Peterson to 10 points. Steven Jackson is not Adrian Peterson.
Nor are the lines. Offensive lines the same.
So who are you going to go with? I mean, do you play Steven Jackson? I think you have to.
You have to on talent alone. And Brian Rubisky can't fill that hole.
Yeah, wide receiver.
So you basically have to go Jackson.
All right. Well, let's go to the other side of things. And Little Caesar only has one guy in the starting lineup.
Not good start for
and that one guy is Thomas Jones. Now, he is going against New Orleans. How many yards a game do you think New Orleans gives up?
I'm going to go 92 and a half.
67 yards a game.
60-ish.
So, not really a great matchup for Thomas Jones. Little Caesar has a blank filled there, or he needs to fill.
Give me one of these. Is some of that because whoever's playing the Saints are so far behind all the time that the other team doesn't have time to run the ball?
Yeah, that's a consideration. But I don't know that the Jets are going to be like that. The New Orleans Saints struggled a little bit last week.
True.
I don't really know what to think what's going to happen. But either way, Thomas Jones, an okay play. I don't know that I'd give him much more than 12 points.
No, that'd be a great day.
Yeah, it really would be.
For Jones.
But who does Caesar fill in? He's got Derek Ward, who's questionable, and he's got Liddell Betts. Other than that, Felix Jones isn't going to play. I know that Caesar has some trades out there right now. He's waiting for people to either poop or get off the pot. He's really hoping they poop.
Somebody needs to, or he can just give up on this week. He is 2-1, so that means the worst he can be is 2-2. Still in the hunt, especially in his division. It's not over just because he's more than likely going to lose this week. Season's not over.
Okay, let's go to the wide receivers. I think both of us give the edge to Killer Bees here.
No doubt.
Wide receivers for Little Caesar, you got the old Derek Mason, who actually showed some legs last week.
I like him.
And you've got Hines Ward, Andre Caldwell. I don't mind the Caldwell pickup. Caldwell targeted 20-plus times this year so far, not too far behind Chad Ochocinco. And Carson Palmer seems to like him, especially in the fourth quarter.
That would be great if Caldwell could catch.
All right.
Targets are good.
Well, I'm just letting you know that he's catching more than Chad Ochocinco is as far as percentage goes, but we can argue about that another time. Other than that, do you like any of these guys outstanding? What do you think?
No.
Okay. Wide receivers on the other side, Terrell Owens, 0 catches last week. I find it hilarious.
I do too.
Because I can't stand the guy and don't really like Tom either. I'm
with you on the Tom part, but I do like Terrell Owens as a player.
Really?
Eventually, he's got to go off here. I mean, he can't be average all year.
Well, the problem is Lee Evans has had great games against Miami
historically,
and so does Trent Edwards. The Dolphins give up well over 250 yards a game in the air. You think that this might be the week that he does turn it around?
No, I don't.
All right, so that leaves us with Brandon Marshall and Chad Ochocinco. Marshall actually got a little bit involved last week.
He did. That's what happens when you go to practice, Brandon.
Yep, trying to do a little bit more. So who do you give the edge to here in the wide receivers?
I think that Ochocinco will outscore all of Little Caesars wide receivers.
Wow.
Big day out of Ocho.
All right, so let's go to the tight ends. Here we go.
Do you like Tom's tight end again this week?
This week, I'm not really down on Tom's tight end. I do thank you for bringing that up again. That was one of my low moments. Anyway, Chris Cooley against Tampa Bay, and you've also got Jason Witten against Denver. Let me ask you a quick question. The average points scored against that Denver gives up to tight ends, what do you think?
1. Exactly.
That is correct. 1 point. Denver does not give up a lot of points to the tight ends. How many do you think Witten's going to get against them?
8.
8. I'm going to go the under on that one. I think he's going to get 3 points max.
Romo, that's his security blanket.
It is his security blanket, but I haven't been very impressed with Romo, especially the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. But it's not on prime time.
No, it isn't.
It's not on prime time, so look for Romo to have an above-average week.
All right, so Chris Cooley versus Jason Witten. Who do you think?
Draw. Even.
Okay.
Even.
All right, defenses, Colts at Seattle, Titans at Jacksonville. Nothing probably special.
Neither one are very arousing.
Okay. I prefer that you didn't use arousing, but, we'll go on. Who do you think you have in this matchup when you look at it?
It's going to be a beatdown. Mm-hmm. Not close. It's not close now, and it won't be close ever. I've got the Killer Bees 109-76.
Okay. I'll also take the Killer Bees. I think it'll be a little bit closer. I think Tim will make a trade before then, and I think Tim will lose by about 15.
Is he trading for Adrian Peterson?
He's working on it, but we'll leave that to the presses. But anyway, Little Caesar at the Bees. We're going to go both with Bees. We'll be right back with our next matchup.